The Yakuza is a crime syndication with over 100,000 members. The Yakuza translated into English is gangsters, so they are considered Japanese gangsters and are feared by many in Japan. They are the biggest organized crime syndication in the world, and if you do anything wrong within the Yakuza will cause you physical harm. However, being a crime syndication doesn't mean that the Yakuza doesn't show compassion. In 2011, after the earthquake in Japan, the Yakuza responded faster than the Japanese government could. Before we dive deeper into how the Yakuza were able to provide aid faster than the Japanese government could, we need to go into the origins of the Yakuza. During the formation of the Yakuza, they adopted the traditional Japanese hierarchical structure. During the World War II period in Japan, the more traditional Bakuto form of organization declined as the entire population was mobilized to participate in the war effort, and society came under the control of a strict military government. However, after the war, the Yakuza adapted again. Prospective Yakuza came from all walks of life. Some of the most common tales are that the Yakuza accept sons who have been abandoned or exiled by their parents. Many Yakuza start out as high school common street thugs, and from this, these Yakuza members cut their family ties and transfer their loyalty to the gang boss, following the orders from the senior members. The Yakuza refer to each other as family members, fathers, and elder and younger brothers. Typically, the Yakuza is populated entirely by men, and very few women who are acknowledged are the wives of the bosses. If you do anything wrong in the Yakuza, it's very common for fingers to get chopped off. Upon first offense, the tip of the little left finger is given to the boss. The origins of this practice stem from the traditional way of holding a Japanese sword. The bottom 3 fingers of each hand are used to grip the sword tightly, with the thumb and index finger slightly loose. The removal of fingers moving up the hand to the index finger progressively weakens a person's sword's grip. The thinking of this is that a person with a weak sword grip has to rely more on the group for protection, reducing individual resistance. And in recent years, prosthetic fingertips have been developed to help these members with cut-off fingers function more effectively within society. The cut-off finger is given to the boss to symbolize loyalty towards the Yakuza. The Yakuza have strict entry requirements. Members of the Yakuza are often described as males who wear sharp suits with heavily tattooed bodies and have slicked hair. The Yakuza globally are regarded as being the most sophisticated and wealthiest crime organizations to exist in the world. To even be considered as being part of the Yakuza, you need to have lots and lots of tattoos that are covered around your body. Due to this connotation, many Japanese civilians tend to avoid getting tattoos so that they aren't mistakenly seen to be as part of the Yakuza. In Japan, tattoos have long been stigmatized for their association with organized crime gangs like the Yakuza, who pledge their allegiance with full body markings. Consequently, anyone who has tattoos or ink on their body, regardless of their profession, cannot usually use public swimming pools, hot springs, beaches, or even some gyms. So this leads the question, why would a brutally tough organization help those that are weak and in need? Don't they usually prey on the weak and worship the strong? Well, part of the reason is money. The Yakuza are a dangerous organization, however they do sometimes have a more compassionate side to them. After the 2011 earthquake in Japan, members of the Yakuza provided supplies and gave food to some of the victims of the earthquake. They did this even before the Japanese government could act. In the city hall in Hitachinaka, 100 Yakuza members in long-sleeve shirts and gloves covered up their tattoos and fingers while unloading boxes filled with supplies to aid in relief efforts for the affected Japanese public. The Yakuza operated when it was dark so that they couldn't attract any attention from the authorities. The Yakuza provided blankets, water, instant ramen, bean sprouts, flashlights, batteries, paper, nappies, and toilet rolls. The Yakuza were able to afford this because they make lots of money through extortion, blackmail, and real estate, just to name a few things. So clearly, not all Yakuza have bad intentions, and in fact they even have a code of ethics. Number 1. It is forbidden to use any form of drugs or deal in them. Number 2. Theft, robbery, sex crimes, or any activity not in harmony with the noble way is forbidden. Number 3. It is forbidden to associate with any member that is expelled from the group. Number 4. All unnecessary contact with the authorities is forbidden. Number 5. Anyone breaking these rules is subject to discipline by the ruling council. Number 6. Younger members should respect their older members, and older members should respect younger members, nurture them and get along for the mutual prosperity of all. Number 7. Engrave these rules in your heart and follow the noble path. The Yakuza clearly had motives to help those that were in need, and perhaps it was to get some goodwill so that the Japanese government would turn a blind eye to their criminal actions, but we will never know their true intentions. For now, the Yakuza remain stronger than ever. Even though they are considered outlaws by Japanese society, they still manage to operate in their own unique way. If you enjoyed this video, please press the like button. It really helps the channel out. Bye!